And all three of them are doing interesting things. Like, you got Avasarala playing the queen. You've got Cotyar, who's super fucking suspicious of everything. He's eyeing the room. He's eyeing everybody in the room. Like, you can tell he's 2 seconds from pulling that gun in every moment, right? Like, he's just ready for the other shoe to drop the entire time. And then you've got Bobbi, who's, forgive me, everybody who's in the military, she's just a grunt, right? She's like a Marine sergeant. She's never been on a luxury yacht. She's never met any rich people before. She's like back there going like, oh, look at all this amazing stuff. And you can see it on her face. She's looking around and she's like, oh, look at that cool thing over there. And then when she sees the food, she just starts
crushing the cucumber sandwiches.
Crushing the cucumber sandwiches. Because she's like never seen that before. She's like sort of lost in the moment of like, wow, I'm on this. It's like if you're just like a regular guy and suddenly you're on Jeff Bezos' yacht. And you're like, oh my God, look at this amazing yacht that I'm on. That's where Bobbi's at. And watching all three of them do completely different reactions to the moment is really cool. It's that kind of subtle stuff performance-wise that, especially because as a producer, I watch every cut multiple times, probably dozens or even hundreds of times sometimes. You start looking for that kind of stuff just to keep every scene fresh and interesting. And so you really start digging into what's going on, like the subtle things that are happening. And that scene is just full of all kind of subtle performance stuff. Everybody's doing something different, and it's great.
I really like the banter between her and Cotyar when they're on the spaceship and she's like, nobody will ever find your body when you disappear. And then she's like, just say something to keep her mind off, like taking off.
Yep.
And then he goes, I don't fucking like this. This is suspicious. She goes, you know what? Shut up. I didn't want you to talk. So they have this great chemistry. And
Cotyar and Bobbi have great chemistry too.
Yeah.
I love how they're constantly kind of digging at each other.
She's like, I'll fucking walk through you like a door.
Yeah, and it's not just that. It's when he pulls out his gun, she's like, "Oh, that's adorable." Like, look at your little gun. That's so cute that you have that. She's talking about the fact that he's a spy, and he's like, "Oh, you failed the intelligence test, become a spy?" And she's like, "No, I passed the morality test or whatever. I forget the ethics test or whatever. Like whatever where she's going like, I recognize the existence of spies, but they're like beneath me. They're a lesser being." Yeah, and just the way he's like, "Oh, you're just he thinks she's a dumb grunt. She thinks he's a ethically challenged spy, and they're just constantly digging at each other, which makes it cool later when they kind of earn each other's respect."
Yeah.